Hello guys, nice to have you again. Thank you for viewing the last episode. Thank you for subscribing and thank you for telling a friend. So guys, meet my friend.
Hi, my name is Morinsola.
Okay, Morinsola.
But you're supposed to ask me a question, so that was.
So,
Sorry, my name is Morinsola. I'm guessing you want me to say a little bit about myself, right? Or, okay, my name is Morinsola. I guess we've been friends for like 3-4 years.
yeah, for
right?
4 years. Yeah.
Like the hair, I have a very big personality, a lot of opinions. I hope you enjoy it. I actually also have like a podcast. It's called The Balance the Dot. If you have time, please check it out.
But
Please
you guys need to actually subscribe. Yeah, she's
You
quite
should.
smart, intelligent,
It's so funny.
beautiful, and pretty.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Sell my market, please.
Yeah,
like
I'll
a
sell your
week
mar-
and see.
Yeah. So
Maybe call me.
she's single though. So, anyways, Morinsola, I was going to talk to you about relationship.
Yeah, it's cool.
So, can you tell me the ideal time for a person to start
a relationship. I don't think there's an age. Me personally, I think any age is young. Not really. I think a lot of people don't experiment enough with relationships. They take it quite seriously, especially when they're younger. Like, cause to be honest, I was like that too. You know, I was one of those people. I was kind of in a relationship situationship from 18 to about 21, so that's about 8 years. And you know, to be honest, I was one of those people that I really thought, this is my last bus stop. No other way to go anywhere else. Like I really thought like this was gonna be the person I was gonna be with for the rest of my life.
Yeah, you're gonna marry.
Yeah, whatever. But you know, even when we were doing our on and off thing, I never really experimented, and I wish I had. Because relationships, especially when you're younger, it's more for you to explore yourself than it is to explore the other person.
Sure.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so.
To find out like what you can give to the person, how you relate with the person. So I think the best time to enter a relationship is when you are personally ready to give up a lot of things.
Okay, so when was your last relationship and how long was it for?
It was that situation that I mentioned.
So do you want to like tell us about it, like what happened?
Like what happened?
Yeah.
It wasn't a bad relationship, but I feel like the way I talk about it, people think it was a lot worse than it was. It taught me a lot about myself. It taught me like how to demand what I wanted. I wasn't like confident enough in myself. It was 4 years ago, about 4 years ago, and it lasted for, I said, 8 years on and off thereabouts. And I think I just wasn't confident in myself to tell the guy like, look, I want you to treat me this way. I need you to. And to be fair, when we started versus how we ended, I grew as a person as well. And I felt very uncomfortable to like. I feel like I had to explain my growth to him. I don't know if you know what I'm saying. Like, so I became a different person, and I felt like I had to always explain that the way you were treating me before, it doesn't cut it anymore because you know I'm now a grown, or then I thought I was a grown woman. So you need to like step up your game, and I feel like I had to be explaining to him like, oh, I'm a grown person, I'm a different person, and you know I feel like in a relationship, and I might be wrong, you should never have to explain your growth to somebody or defend your growth. Explain is different, but you should never have to defend your growth.
So are you saying the person is supposed to like see it as you're growing?
Yes, like you know what I mean. Like if I tell you like, okay, this is what I want now, don't have me explain why. I don't have to do a dissertation on the fact that I've become a different person. You have become a different person, and I mean he became a different person, and I was able to like look at him and adapt. And I don't know if you know what I mean. Like get that, okay, like you know the one that was rubbing your head when you were 16. Like I have to rub you differently now that you're 21.
True.
Do you get what I'm saying? Yes, it was basically like I had to defend why I needed to be treated differently from the status quo that he was used to. And I felt like that wasn't
necessary.
It wasn't necessary. That's one thing I learned from one of the things I learned from that relationship. Like you should never have to defend your growth to another person because we're all individuals, and once you live. I read something once, like if you live a life, from elementary, if you live a life Sherlock, you will become like you learn certain things. If you're not a fool and you live a life, you become a different person. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
But it was okay, I guess.
Alright, so if this guy comes back and wants to No. Okay. So tell me your ideal kind of man, what you look out for, your spec.
As I do. I think it's personality. you have to have a personality.
Okay, so you're not bothered about good looks and the muscle thingy and because every guy wants to go to the
It
gym
would be
now and-
ingenuous to say that looks don't bother me.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like I'm not not everybody that is, let's say, unattractive that I'm
Yeah.
attracted. Like to be fair, like it's ingenuous to say it doesn't matter. But I don't think for me that's the first thing I look for. I don't really like good looking people. No offense to my good looking people. Like I just it's not my own thing. But what I find good looking in terms of a person, if you talk physically, like probably tall and thin and dark, that's it. So however your face looks is your family problem.
Oh yes, I know you're telling me something
Yeah.
about tall dark people.
Yeah, so for me it's like tall, dark and thin. So however your face actually looks, if you have muscle, like if you don't have muscle, all of that one is you and your family that will discuss it.
Oh, okay, so fine. Can you probably date a guy who's unemployed but is ambitious? Like
You got
it's
to
not
have
just-
something doing though. Like
Okay, but things are not just.
I'm unemployed too now,
But you're a big girl.
no, we're all
she's
unemployed though.
she's a big girl.
We're all unemployed. I feel like unemployment sometimes people think money is the most important things. Yes, money is important, but don't let the fact that you don't have money affect you.
Okay, but then it does affect people.
It does
because-
affect people. Okay, let me give you an example. The guy that I
Okay.
was dating, that I said I was dating,
Yeah.
like we were actually students, so nobody
Yeah.
had money.
Mm.
Do you understand? We're all Brokers Association. Call us. We have a secretary. She's behind the camera.
Aye.
But like, you had enough, and I think like what he felt was like what you said. Now I'm a big girl.
Yeah.
I'm not really a big girl. My parents are big girls, but me I'm not.
She
I'm
is.
a regular person.
She is.
But he felt like okay, the local Amala joint he couldn't take me to because he felt like I wouldn't want to go. Do you understand what I mean?
Yes, I
like
do.
everybody has a standard, a level that they can do to.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Mm.
Whether you have money or not is irrelevant to me. But if you feel like because you think I have, hypothetically,
Yeah.
I have a job, you don't have a job, we're dating each other, yeah? And then you have some money, you understand? At least you are eating, no be so.
Yeah, no.
Whether it's your basira rice you are eating or something, you are still going out, you're still
Yeah,
having
so for
fun.
yourself.
You understand? Even if it's like you spend 1,000 when you go out, you still, everybody does spend money. But because you feel like I eat Mr. Shang and stuff, you don't feel like it's necessary to date me, to take me out, to give me, like I'm not asking for the most expensive flowers, but if you are taking me to Yabasiri and say, oh baby, how many
Well,
amala
it
do
is
you want?
exactly.
Omo, I'm ready. Please, anybody that knows somebody
Amala
that knows
Anuwedu.
amala places, yeah, you can take me out. You understand? Like I felt like I wasn't that kind of a person, but he just felt like, oh, you're a big girl now. No, what do you even need it for? Do you get what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people, that's what I'm saying. Like you may not have money, but don't let it stop you from living your life and
Regular
romancing the
activities,
person. Especially if the person has more money than you, and then you just feel because then it looks. I don't know whether the word is disrespectful, but you look complacent, or you're taking that person for granted. That oh, you know whatever it is, maybe she has the money now, she'll pay for me. Like you know, kind of weird relationship thing. And I think that's what affects a lot of people, where the girl has more money than the guy, and the guy starts to feel like less than a man, quote unquote. But nobody can make you feel like a man. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, if you did what you were supposed to do and you were rubbing her head small, you were like romancing her.
Yeah.
Do you understand? The person would be like, oh my god, it's like like my friend took me to this Amana sports the other day. Oh my god, and he gave me super more like a lot of people would appreciate that, but sometimes we feel like the gift is so small, the person would never appreciate it, so then we never give them gifts, we never do anything for them because you are waiting to do a big bang. And it's never a big bang that stops it, that breaks a relationship. It's the small things that you consistently refuse to do that breaks a relationship. But everybody's always waiting for that big, like, romantic gesture and all of that, and that's really not like what helps.
Okay, so quick one here. Can you introduce your boyfriend to your friends? Like, do you think it's ideal to do that, or do you rather keep it private and then do your relationship low-key thingy till maybe when it's necessary?
Based on that last relationship, when it's necessary, because that's a good question. I don't know, because that one, me and him, obviously, like from young, our friends group were already like so mixed together.
Okay.
So there was no introduction. But then when we broke up, I basically lost half my friends, because I mean, a lot of people's side, and I was the one who broke it off. And people were like, "Oh my God, he still loves you." Right? So a lot of people felt like I was being mean to him, and I lost half my friends, and that was really, really hard. Like it was really, really hard for me because I felt like even in him, I lost a friend. You get what I mean? So even if like you guys feel like it ended badly, like we're all still friends. I didn't deserve to have lost everybody.
True.
I didn't cheat, I didn't break, you know what I mean? So I think now I probably wouldn't introduce my guy. Even if I did, he would still be my boyfriend, not their friends.
Yeah, okay.
So I wouldn't introduce my guy to my friends. And to be fair, I also like private stuff because it allows us to determine our equilibrium.
Okay, yeah.
Because if people don't know that we're dating or I'm dating somebody, I develop my opinion of you independent of what people are telling me. So if let's say I'm dating a guy now and I'm telling like my friend everything, like I have a really, really good friend, we've been friends for 16 years. I'm telling her, oh, it took me this. No way, no how she go have opinion.
Yeah,
she understands. Good, bad, indifferent. She will have an opinion, and it will affect how I then look at him. If I start early, and if they start mixing early. But if me and him go on dates and whatever, 6 months, 8 months, and I've really known him as a person, and I've developed my own opinion of you. Do you understand? If I introduce you to my friends and it goes well or it doesn't go well, I have an opinion of you.
Yeah.
And I can make a decision based on what I have already known, what I have already curated. It's not because somebody's whispering in my ear telling me, oh, he's not tall enough or he's not funny enough. You know what I mean? Like I've decided, okay, this is what I can deal with. I think sometimes people introduce them when they have a boyfriend, and it's normal because you have found happiness and you want to express it to the world.
Yeah, but then you know some people try to do it as show off and just
that's something like you want to express it. Sometimes it's show, but sometimes it's just normal because like I mean, hey, people if I hammer, oh Jesus, let me not even lie to you. If Michael the B Jordan calls me tomorrow and says, baby, come on the next flight to Los Angeles, I will live stream from Airport.
So no Nigerian celebrity, just Michael B. Jordan.
Currently it's Michael B. Jordan.
Oh.
Actually no, Timini baby, I'm here for you.
Oh, Jhimi.
Let me lick you like ice cream. Oh my ice cream. Tom. Because I can tell you that you are peppery, like peppermint. So just come and call me. You understand?
Okay.
You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, even Snapchat.
So what's your username?
Oh, Morinsola. Instagram is Morinsola.
So guys, feel free to DM her.
Yeah.
She's humble and she responds to DM. So
Instagram
about
is
friendship,
Morinsola. Yeah.
Do you believe in friendship? Like, do you think friendship is overrated or underrated?
I think it's underrated.
Okay.
Like, good friendships are underrated.
Okay.
A lot of people, a friendship is also a relationship.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? And a lot of people, like now, me and you had an incident before you came. Do you understand?
Yeah.
But it's a relationship, and we had two different people, and we had a misunderstanding, and it happened, and now we're cool with each other. Do you understand? A lot of people, when it comes to friendships, they don't put in as much work because they're so focused on finding a relationship that they don't want to find their soulmate in a friend. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. But how long can you like tolerate a friend? Like, if a friend keeps fucking up and then you're like,
Oh,
okay,
no,
let me
you
keep.
cut them off now. What is it?
Okay.
Like,
Not as much as the number of years you guys have spent together.
I've lost quite a lot of friends, and it's not even malicious. You grow in different directions. We might have both left Ikeja together, but I drop off at Ikoyi, you might drop off somewhere else. That's okay. Do you understand?
Yes.
That's okay. And you know, we still hit each other up, but it doesn't always have to be like, you know, people in your life for a season and a reason. Sometimes the reason goes, but the season might stay, and it might last a bit longer. And like, you know what I mean? Sometimes the season has gone, but the reason is there, and that's why a lot of people have a long-term friendship, because the season of friendship. Me and my best friend, we've been friends since high school. The season left. We met in high school. That's something years ago.
Okay, so can a man come in between you and your best friend? Because I know you and your best friend, you guys have been friends for like forever.
I want to be quite honest with you.
I need a friend like
No type of dick can come between me and that. No, a lot. Like, I think that.
No, that's really nice.
No, but a lot
See her
people,
blushing. See her blushing.
No, but why would you let like a penis come in between, or even a pussy come in between, except the friendship was already on the rocks. That's different.
Yeah, but you know, some people don't place their priority right.
That's what I'm saying though. I said like people are so focused on the relationship that they forget that like friends are the family that you choose.
Yeah.
And family is so important. Like the one that we're born in, some of us, good, bad, or indifferent, we're looking at our family members and what the fuck is this? But you have to still love them. Friends are actually the people that you choose to have in your life. And I think that for me, I'm really good with boundaries. Not that I would let my friend encroach the relationship to the point that I don't have a relationship. But I'm not going to let a man tell me what or not to do with my friends. You should accept, because my friends are who are actually made me who I am. And if you think that you love me and you accept me for who I am, you should be able to accept that I have a life outside of
the relationship.
And you should also have a life outside of me. So now if I was going to date somebody, honestly, I wouldn't want to be friends with his friends.
Why? Because you know...
I know I would cope with his friends or whatever.
Yeah.
But I want him to have an independent life. Like, not that they can't come to my house, not that they can't gist me or anything like that. But me and his friends cannot be paddy like that.
Yes,
like, do you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right.
So like, so they can go out, they can have fun, they can paint the town red, them and their daddy spend money. Because you need something that you can come back and gist me with. I don't always have to be there. But you know, if you go out with your friends and stuff, you can come back and say, hey babe, so see what's Kola did today. Because you guys have an independent life.
Yeah.
And then you come and gossip about the life. They might find out everything you didn't do, but they experience things with your friends. Go on trips, go on, like, develop your individuality. Because friends are individual.
Yeah.
The relationship is like together. But friends are something that helps you develop your own individuality. And you should experience your friends. You should enjoy yourself. And I don't know, I don't think I would ever want to stunt my man's personality or individuality or anything like that. I want you to have fun, and just as you should want me and my best friend to have fun, but they do have to get along. I would say that, like, if I was dating somebody, if she didn't like him, I probably would drop it. If he didn't like her, it's a you're out.
Okay, so I was even going to say something now. So you're in love with this person. There's this person you're deeply in love with, but maybe your brothers are not too comfortable with him, maybe because of past experiences or something, or maybe dad is not too comfortable with him. What's like?
What are we doing?
Okay, but would you try to
except
convince?
I'm only toasting you for just to enjoy. You know, sometimes you chop and clean out. That one, if they don't like you, they don't like you. I don't care.
So you would not try to convince them?
No, if my father or my brothers have a reasonable reason for not liking this person, are we in court? Why am I convincing you?
True.
Do you understand? Because this is like, family is so like, we can say, oh, fuck you and your mama, we're going to live together. Your mama is going to come and do a mugo. She doesn't like me, say, right now, what are we doing? Because then you start competing with each other in the family. And I think even for me, our families have to like, not even that they have to like you, our families have to like each other. Do you understand something? Like, they have to be able to, my father has to be able to go to my father-in-law's house and sit down and say, young man, what's up? Let's sit down, let's drink, let's enjoy, what's up? Like, my parents are like, I think my dad is really, really lucky, my parents are really, really lucky. My dad can go to my grandfather's house unannounced without his wife. In fact, the wife may not even know until way after. Do you understand? And they will have fun. They like to golf. They will go and golf. They will live their best life. And that's how it should be. Because when you are marrying somebody, the person has been. I feel like sometimes people marry or get into a relationship and they still treat that like the person that came in, like, oh, you're not born into the family.
Right.
So you're not. But even if you're not born into the family, you'll be born into the family. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so because your kids will now be inside that family.
Yeah.
So if you're going to marry somebody, you can't treat the person like somebody that was born on the soil, like a citizen. The person is not a permanent resident. The person is not visiting on a visa. This is a citizen in this country. And if you can't give them the same rights as people who are born into that family, then what are we doing? Because the resentment will build up. You will start, the clashes will start happening, and then you will start like feeling like, oh, I I don't want to do this, or like, oh, I don't want to do that, or you start moving yourself away, and that's really uncomfortable for everybody involved. It doesn't actually have to be the extended family, but at least the immediate family, the mother, the father, and the siblings. Because aunties and uncles, as we all know, sometimes, especially the ones from the village, they have special criteria. So those ones are actually not important, but the immediate nuclear family that are so crucial to bringing up this person that I'm saying that I love and I care about. Like these are, you know, have you seen Powerpuff Girls? Sugar, spice, and everything nice. Those are the sugar, spice, and all the things nice.
Everything's created.
Yeah, so if you guys don't like me, then deep down, this person that I'm dating, there's a fundamental disconnect in how we were raised, in who we are, and how we can blend to each other. Because eventually, there's something about me that person too doesn't like. But maybe they're being selfish, so they want something, and they're willing to pretend like what they don't like doesn't matter. And it will come up. It will come up. And you can never argue with pillow talk and family. Because that person will always pick his mother over you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like very few people have the balls to say, I'm not talking to my mother because of you. They will always pick their family, especially when it's the whole family, they will always pick those people. Or they will try and be diplomatic. And that thing is very, very annoying when you are angry. And they're saying, oh, what did you do too now? Let's look at. You understand? Like it's actually quite annoying when you are angry because you want that person to support you, and that's where like the disconnect comes. I don't know. People that do it, I give you guys all the accolades. Like that's a really, like you really have to love. I don't know if I can love somebody that much. You really, really have to love somebody to be like that.
Okay, so are you liking anybody? Are you currently liking somebody? Because I know, yes, you just got into the country and I'm sure they're like fine, black, tall people.
I'm good.
Alright.
Unfortunately, but Michael B. Jhimi, again, call me. You understand?
Please call her big. Okay, so what do you think about friends with benefit and no string attached? Do you think it's disrespectful, or do you think it's just part of beautiful, exuberant, like do that?
Even other people do it. I think you can do it, but eventually, I think one person catches feelings and the other doesn't. But I think a lot of people have friends with benefits, but they don't express it. I think friends with benefits, even relationships, one of those things where like you have to communicate. You have to dictate the terms of it. And I think which is fair, most of us don't like the contractual side of life. But it's a contract. It has to be like explicit. What do you want from me? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
Clearly state it. Clearly make sure that everybody, and you know, like all those contractual employee in bank, 6 months, a renew contract, review terms and agreements. Do you understand? And make sure, and don't lie. Most people, you know, you are feeling somebody, and the person is not feeling you, but because you think that, oh, your sauce is just so spicy, they will fall into it eventually. So then you lie and say, oh, okay, I mean, so I don't care. Or, you know, and then when the person really doesn't fall into it, then you get angry and you get kind of like, but I did this for you now, but I did that for you now. Was that the agreement that we had? Don't lie. Be honest with yourself and be honest with the person. Like me, there's some people that from a mile away, that kind of thing I can't do with you. I cannot talk, because I know that if it's like a pregnant woman and her broken waters, I will sleep. I will just fall and then be sliding like I'm in the ocean. I will just be lost in, I will be a fish in water. I will not be swimming in that sauce. So like I can't do those type of things with people because I know that I'm not strong enough emotionally to handle that. And I'm honest with myself. You know, do you get what I'm saying? And there's some people that, yes, I know that, okay, I can do it and I won't feel nothing with you, but I'm attracted to you, I might try it. People are lying to themselves. No, but you should know, like people lie to themselves because they want something. Like, okay, I know I've said Michael B like 5 times, but I'm going to use him again. If he was to say friends with benefits, that make it too far. Like friends with benefits, but I'm trying to have your twins, triplets.
You stay there.
You understand?
Yeah.
So imagine him now coming to me like friends with benefits, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do it. And I think that, I mean, I'm a nice person. I'm quite good looking. I'm kind of funny, and I now convince myself that if he does it enough, he'll fall in love with me. And he doesn't now fall in love with me. 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, and I'm start getting angry that I'm doing my leg like a pretzel. I am giving you all these jokes. I'm cooking spaghetti at Amala, and you are still not falling. Kilo day. Then I'm now expecting you to give me something based and only based on the fact that I have given you something that you didn't even want in the first place, and that's unrealistic. But if I'm honest with myself, if you can't come and say, friends, I'd rather not have it. But if you come and say, baby girl, yeah, I want to love you, I want to take you out, my dear, my KB, I can't speak, but I can learn. Do you understand? Then I would do it. But there's some people too that they can. If a person just come and say friends with benefits, why not? But you know what I mean? Like, why not? Because me too, I know I'm benefiting from it.
Yeah.
So we are rubbing each other one way or the other.
Yeah.
You know, that's both. Yeah. But sometimes we lie to ourselves, or we overinflate. It's an ego thing. We overinflate our importance in other people's lives, or our ability to be important in other people's lives. And not everybody is meant to love you. Not everybody will love you. And that's the truth that you really, as a person, even when you're in a relationship with a person, the fact that you love me now doesn't mean you will love me tomorrow. And it is on me to find fulfillment in myself without your love. So if you love me, you are adding to my life. If you don't love me, carry your load and go. But some people think that the prize is somebody else loving them and not them loving themselves. And most times, honestly, if you love yourself, the person who loves you will continue to love you. Because you're not putting undue strain on the relationship. Yeah. Do you understand? Like, you're not.
There's no pressure and none of that.
Yeah. But when you're expecting that person to love you, to give you validation, you will start putting too much stress on things that should be light and airy, and then maybe be taking things that are supposed to be serious not so seriously, because you're afraid that if you take it seriously, it's going to break the relationship, as opposed to it's going to grow the relationship or even grow yourself. But it is what it is.
Okay, so quick one. This is actually a very, very, very deep question.
Okay.
So you get married to a guy, or a man, yes, and along the line, maybe after some years, you get to realize he's bisexual.
It would depend on whether he knew.
Okay, so what if he was bisexual before you married, but you're just finding out why?
I believe it. It's not the bisexuality; it's the lie.
Oh, okay.
If you're going to marry me, you're asking me to take on something.
Okay.
And I'm making my decision based on and believing that everything that you're putting in front of me is the truth. Same thing with something like infertility.
Yeah.
I'm believing it is the truth. And these are serious issues. It's not that, okay, you like chocolates and I don't like those ones. I can find out after. That's your family. Like, you know what I mean? But these are really, really serious issues. You should tell me before. Because what you're doing is that you are robbing me of my decision. Do you understand? Yeah. Because you know, or you're afraid that I may not
give
take
consent.
you.
Yeah,
Do you understand? So you're robbing me. Thank you. You're robbing me of my consent. You should tell me, look, this is who I am. Are you okay with it? Do you understand? Bisexuality to me is actually, I don't really care. That's not really an issue. But I should know before. And then let me now decide
whether
this is something that, because it does add a different layer to your relationship, how you relate, how you relate to other people. Like, let's not even lie to ourselves. Sure. Do you understand? Like, so tell me before, because first of all, it shows that one, you respect me, you look at me as an equal. Secondly, it shows that you're not manipulative, because you taking that away from the table is that you're manipulating the outcome to favor you. You're cheating.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So tell me and say, like, look, this is who I am. This is how I am. And it also, thirdly, it shows that you don't like yourself, because you're lying to the most important person in your life, including yourself. So that means it shows that even you don't rate yourself. So why should I rate you? You shouldn't be ashamed of who you are in any type of way. We are what we are. Nobody's perfect. Everybody has their thing that they would like to change or tweak or whatever. So you are who you are. But let the people in your life be in your life, because completely they know who you are. Actually, serious things. See, like, not all my friends know I'm a certain type of way, or I'm this time that, But my best friend knows exactly who I am, because our relationship is so strong and it has gone to a point that it will just be disrespectful for me to lie. it's a different thing now if you maybe you didn't know, not that you didn't know, but maybe you didn't explore it.
Yeah.
And then after the marriage you explored it, and then now you have discovered, because they say when you find new information you can change your mind. You have now discovered, some
Like
of
this
some other
better,
people that they have not eaten amala, they don't know amala pounds.
Yes,
Do you understand?
exactly.
So they can now go to Ibadan and try it,
Yes,
and then be
with
like, wow.
Nigerian
You
wedding.
understand? And they'll be like, I can never go back. That's okay.
Yeah.
Then that one will bring up a different kind of conversation after. But if you knew before, nah, I'm leaving, because you're robbing. That's a fundamental thing for me. Like, don't lie, don't manipulate who you are, because I'm making my decision based on what I know. You understand?
Yeah, I do. So, quick one. Kiss, fuck, and marry.
Okay.
Davido, Whiskey, Burna Boy.
I think I'll kiss Whiskey, because
Okay.
it's Whiskey. Eh? Yo, my friend is saying Whiskey is a farm equipment. Like, yo, I will kiss Whiskey because I genuinely am not even that attracted to him. I've had Burna Boy can lay my back out alone. I will any way you like it, because he look like an experienced somebody. Those ones that used to have PhD, you understand? You understand what I'm saying? Big phallic equipment, yeah. So I will do Burna Boy anytime, anywhere, any something, and he even have the food, so no problem. David, I will marry just because of family connection. That boy is connected, oh logo. So my children must move. No, but who is tallest? Because my children cannot be jumping. So
Burna Boy is tall.
sorry, let me refute. Let me
Rephrase.
I will marry Burna Boy because my children cannot be jumping the way I'm jumping.
Just I know you really like tall people.
No,
Yeah,
yo,
I
you
know.
guys, I have to use a stool to cook on my stove, because I'm not like the stove.
No, but you're not that. You're not short. Like, why do you make it look like you're really short?
I'm actually really short. Most people don't know that. I'm
No,
like
you
5'1". Like, I'm actually really, really short. And it's really, really hard. You know when you are doing namala, and usually when you are doing for a big family, and you use that big pot, I can't even reach anywhere. So we have to use step up and step down. And the eye cupboard, you know when you go and buy something, and then you want to get something at the top, you are now jumping like a balloon. My children cannot be doing that. So I will marry Burna Boy. I'd probably kiss Davido, because I can't fuck Davido, then I'll fuck Whiskey, because Whiskey also is a hoe. So yeah.
All right. So, do you have any advice, any suggestion you want to give the viewers? Like,
Two things: subscribe to his channel, because he's actually a cool person. The only thing I will ever tell anybody is, like, really discover who you are first before you enter a relationship, because you need to know, like, you need to be ready to give somebody all of you. You know, I think a lot of us, when we enter a relationship, we're so focused on what we're going to receive. Like, I want him to be this, I want him to treat me like this, I want him to treat me like that. But you also need to know what you can give. You need to be more focused on, like, the only reason why I've been single for as long as I am, I'm not really ready, or I don't really know, I would say, how to love another person romantically. So I'm single.
no, but then I think you can.
I can, but like, I'm like, now I've grown to learn how to do it, to learn that it's about sex. There's something like, see, my ex-boyfriend, I don't want to say his name because I don't want him to, but you know what I'm talking about. If you see it, I'm apologizing today, because as much as I remember the things that he did to me, I also know that I also didn't put myself 100% into the relationship. So I apologize, like, that's the truth. So if I was going to enter a relationship today, I also have to be ready and able to know that I'm giving 110% of myself into that relationship. Like, you know what I mean? Like, applying myself into it. Because then I was a petty person. I used to keep score. So if you annoy me today, I will annoy you tomorrow.
I know.
Do you understand? Like, it's a balance the retweet and like kind of something. But now I've learned that, like, if I was gonna love somebody, because then I thought that you need to love me exactly the way I'm loving you. You need to give me back the same quality of what you're giving me. Now I've learned that it's not like that. Do you understand? Like,
Yeah, but then
you're loving somebody because you're loving them. You're not loving them because they love you back.
Yeah. So, do you think love can be mutual? Like, can it be equal? The same way you like your guy, do you think it's the same way you like you? Because I feel that's never been equal before. One person
Equity is not equality. Do you understand? Equity is not equality. So, or let me put it this way: because it's equal doesn't mean it's identical.
Yeah, sure.
You get? I think people mix equality with identical.
Yeah.
So they think it has to be the same of what I've given you. I think you can love each other equally but differently. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Because we're individuals, so we can both feel the same level of satisfaction in the relationship, but it might be that one person is bringing 60, the other person is bringing 40, one person is bringing 40, but we are both equally satisfied with what we're getting, because we're both expecting different equations. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
So, but yeah, I would honestly tell anybody, like, discover yourself, like, whatever it takes, even if it's like you're alone for a while, don't monkey bar. Like, discover yourself and learn to kind of figure out what you like and what you are about, because then you don't get annoyed like somebody is not giving you something that even you don't know what you want. You also have to know, I can't tell you to cook amala if I don't know what amala is. And I'm saying, oh, that thing now, you know that thing, and the person's like, I don't. Have you ever had that kind of conversation with somebody and the person's like, oh, you know that person? You're like, who is the person? I know that person now that we met that place. And you're like, I don't know who you are. And then they're like, oh, you know now. I knew that you're explaining it. You know that the person knows, but you don't, even you can't even describe what you're talking about. And I think a lot of relationships are like that, where the person knows what you want, but you haven't told them. So you haven't described it to them, and so they can't physically give it to you. Like, they might know where to buy it, they might know how to get it, but they can't even physically give it to you because you yourself, you don't even know that this is what you want. So that for me is like, I think the most important thing in relationships. Like, just learn about yourself first.
So, quick one. There's somebody that likes you, and you know the person. Let me whisper.
Yeah. No.
You can't.
Oh.
Like, yes.
Oh, okay.
Like, he still talks about you every time, and then
Oh, that's nice.
I'm sure if I told him I was coming to you, like, it would literally leave.
Because you guys met with me.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know you guys were still friends.
No, we're still friends.
Yeah,
We're still
okay,
friends.
cool. That's
If I told
fine.
him I was coming, man, he would have left wherever he was doing to come.
Oh, okay.
So, I don't know. I'll tell him you're in town.
I feel like my face is so.
So, anyways, guys, thank you for watching. So, if you
Thank you
like,
for having me.
yeah, always a good time. So, if you want us to have something else, you can just send a DM or message me.
Yeah, I would definitely love to come back on the channel.
Yeah,
I like
if there's anything you want us to talk about,
give us a shout.
Yeah.
And check out my account.
Yeah, please
it's a
do.
podcast. I think it's on Apple
Okay.
and on what's the other one? SoundCloud.
please.
It's called
She's
The
actually very
Balanced
nice, man.
Adult. And it's
She's
literally just
real.
me talking about adulthood, because bro, these streets are really hard for everybody. So listen to it. It's really, really funny. It's not really necessarily about relationships, but I talk about a lot of things, failures, achievements, like just how different it is now as an adult, that we have so many more responsibilities that, like, real talk, they didn't tell us that we're going to have. So just like listen to it, and it's really fun. It's just a fun thing to like just enjoy. That's what I'm
Okay, and also follow on Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah, so
and Facebook. Are you on Facebook?
Don't find me on Facebook, because my mother is on Facebook.
Okay, all right.
Instagram is the best, I would say. Instagram and Twitter. I'm on Twitter, but Instagram is the best. His name is Morinsola.
Yeah.
Just Morinsola, and my
Okay, spell
beautiful
it for
face.
them.
Morinsola. And I think when you type it in, I'm like the third person. I'm not sure. I'm not the top because I'm not that popular or whatever.
No, but she has a very good page, though.
Yeah, it
Like
was
beautiful,
quite
sexy, fabulous, peng, classy, cheeky kind of thing.
Yeah, it's a cheeky account.
Yeah.
But yeah, check it out. It's really fun. But the podcast, definitely, you guys should listen.
Yeah, you guys
It
should
help
listen,
you.
please.
At least you will laugh. Worst case scenario. And I tell
Yes.
very interesting stories about me growing up. So check it out.
Okay, all right, bye, guys.
Bye.